Hi, this is Keith with another tutorial on the Behringer X32 digital audio console. Today I'm going to explain how to beef up a lame kick drum using the onboard oscillator. But first, I mapped out what this is going to be all about here. Starts with the oscillator. In the oscillator we changed to a sine wave generator. We generate about 50 hertz. Now, of course, that's contingent off of personal taste and your system's ability to handle the frequency, but for this presentation we use 50 hertz, and that is sent to bus number 10, which is set up as a subgroup. Now this subgroup doesn't continue on to stereo and out the board. This actually feeds the input of channel number 2, and channel number 2 continues on to its noise gate. The noise gate is keyed off of the kick drum microphone, so when the kick drum microphone is tapped, it allows the signal to continue on out the gate and into subgroup 9, and subgroup 9 actually feeds the stereo left and right to the house. So basically, sine wave comes from here into subgroup 10, into channel 2, into the gate. When the tap occurs here, both the kick drum and the sine wave generator goes to subgroup 9, and from there to stereo. Piece of cake. At the delivery set at the console, channel number 1 is the kick drum, channel number 2 is the sine wave generator, so 50 hertz. Subgroup number 9 is the microphone and the sine wave continuing on to stereo, and bus number 10 here is simply to receive the generator. So it goes from the generator into this subgroup, from this subgroup into this channel. This channel waits for this channel to occur, to kick, to receive the signal, so that it can open the gate, and both the kick drum and the 50 hertz continue on to subgroup 9, which feeds stereo. As you can see, stereo. Stereo is fed. But like I said before, the generator, the subgroup, does not feed. It doesn't leave the board. It actually just continues on to number 2 and then goes from that point. And again, channel 1, channel 2 aren't stereo. So the only thing that feeds the house at this point would be subgroup 9. So again, from the generator, subgroup 10, channel 2. Channel 2 waits for the kick drum mic, which releases its signal plus the kick drum back to subgroup 9, and from subgroup 9 it feeds stereo left and right. And this is how we facilitate the aforementioned. From the talkback section, press U. As you can see, there's 4 tabs. Tab over to the last on the right, and there's the oscillator window. Now again, we have to scroll up to not pink noise, not white noise, but the sine wave generator. Click it, change the frequency to about 50, and click to generate. That's generating the frequency here. And now we're going to send it to bus 10. Boom, there it is. So now you have to send this 50 hertz to channel number 2. Select channel number 2 and home, and scroll over to config. And from here, we're going to get our source will be obviously bus 10. Come on, baby. Bus 10. I'm going to click this. Now it shows up in channel number 2, as you can hear. So obviously now what we want to do is not have a constant 50 hertz, and we do that via the noise gate. Going back to this window, scroll over just one, the noise gate, and we'll engage the noise gate here. Bang. Bring it up. Okay, we have to key it off of the kick drum mic. It doesn't work, you have to scroll down, page down. Okay. Now click. Okay, now we'll scroll back up. The features here. And make this as quick as possible. So you want this 50 hertz to hit it and leave real quick. So there's no continuing sound, and release time about 50. About 50. And there it is. So in theory, when I hit this kick drum, check, check, check. So does the check, check, check. There you go. Check 1, 2. Piece of cake. And that's it. Good night.